everybody, and welcome back. Alright, so today I'm working on a 2012 Dodge Journey. We have a shifting issue and a large clunk in the back. And through the information that we received, we are supposed to replace this part. Okay, and here's the part number. Let me zoom in on it here. Okay, let's go clearer. So that's the part number. Okay, and this is what this thing is. So this is where I started. I looked into it and it didn't seem too bad until I started taking this one apart. This one does not match the videos that I've been watching, and I can't even find a damn manual on this car. So here we are. So I'm going to show you the differences, and then we'll just take it on the reinstall, because I'm ready to take the old part off and put the new one on and then put all this back together. So that's where I'm at here. So let's go for a walk and let me show you. Okay, so that part is going to be in here, and that's where we're going to be watching. Okay, so to get to this part, it's buried under this felt cover. Come on, it's felt, and then there's a metal cover. Okay, the metal covers are held on by number 7 and a 10 on the. Okay, so here we're going to start. All right, so inside of here on the video, the windshield washer fluid tank that was supposed to come out, well, on this Journey here, it did not. It's not even interfering with it. What does have to come out is the air box for the breather. Okay, that has to come out. That'll get you down to this area here, and then you have transmission lines, 2 of them. These will have to come out. I didn't take them out until I got that pan off, and it was absolute murder. And if we're going to put RTV on here and sealant to put this cover back on, these have to come out, because you'll never get that pan back in here without tearing up all your RTV and making a mess. It is horrible. Okay, so these were rather simple. It's a 19. Okay, pull these out. Let's spread their legs a little bit. There we go. All right, there. Now that lid can go down this hole and in place a lot easier. Do not, if you have to, we're gonna go a little upside down here, because right here is the radiator hose. This part is aluminum, this is rubber, and pushing this aside to get the dipstick for that pan to slide down, you're causing interference, which could actually rupture that aluminum pipe. So it was just better. Okay, so here's the piece. It's on the bottom left. Okay, we're going to pull this connector off, and this is held on by 25 Torx heads. Okay, got this bracket here that's got to come off, this bar, and then there's, looks like 4, maybe 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 or 4 bolts. So anyway, this is what's coming off right now. Okay. Okay, so that first piece is off. This is what she looks like. She's got a roller on one end. Come on. The bolt has a high shoulder on it. Okay, it's kind of long, but it's got a high shoulder. And it goes right in this hole here. Okay, so that part come off. This is about about 1.5 inch long bolt, and it's got like a 1/2 inch of shoulder, and that goes into this hole here. Okay, this long screw bolt holds on this metal bracket. It's kind of hooked on one side, and on this side it's got a roller, and that roller sits right into that socket, right into that groove here for the shifting. Okay, so that's where it's going to go. That it hooks on the side down here. That's where it came from, in case you forget. So down on the ground it goes. I'll clean my parts up later. So now I'm after that's all unhooked. We're going to pull off 1, 2, 3, these 3, and we're going to see. I'm going to do these 3 first. I don't think I'll have to touch that one. I think it's going to be these 3. So there's going to be a 25 Torx, and let me get that done. Okay, so I got this 25. This is a 25 Torx head. This is a 25 Torx head, and this is a number 7, metric 7. Now this is a long bolt. Okay, it's like 2.5 inches long. So you ask yourself, why is this? All right, because it's doing more than just holding one piece down. I'm going to take it out, but it doesn't need to come out. I can see this now. What I'm seeing is, let me show you. Here's my new part. Is you see a little hook that looks like it's, you just loosen it. I'm thinking it's going to do this and then pop out. If it does that, then that really doesn't need to come all the way out. I think it was just loosened. But I haven't done that yet. So let's give it a whirl and try it. Can I just move it sideways? Okay, I think I do it. So let me tinker with it. All right. So with a screwdriver, where is that? Okay. With the screwdriver, I was able to get in here and just pop it out. It's real easy. Okay, so it's going to come out, and then there she is. Okay, so that's what it looks like. So let me show you the parts in comparison. Here's the 2 parts side by side. Let's kind of back it out a bit. Okay, here's your 2 parts side by side. Okay. All right, so back together we go. All right, so this is, let me get, these are fine here, there's some paper towels. All right, so this is the metal cover. I have to clean it up. But what I want to do is I want to go a little bit more in depth in this outside cover. This is a felt cover. It's the same material as the top of, or the underneath of your hood. Okay, it's pressed into this form, so it's going to stay that way. To get this out, I actually had to pull this up, and you're actually bending this corner. It's painful because you're going to try to, it kind of wants to crack it, but it survives. But taking those hoses out is going to make this a lot more simple to go back in. But this has a hole here and just a slight slit. You almost want to, cut this, but I just not to, because there's no way to mend that back together, and it's here for a reason. So, but it sits over here and sits on it. So this is what you're looking at when you pop the hood and you expose, take off the air box. This is what you're looking at. You've got 10 millimeter here, and one on top, one down here, and one here. So there's 3 10 millimeters that actually have, it's a double stud where it's a nut that's hold this down, and it's a stud where it's a washer, lock washer that slides on there and then holds this felt onto that. That's all that does. Okay, so once you pull those little lock washers off, then this is loose. This will slide up, and with those hoses, theory, this is how it just comes right out, okay? But this is your enemy right here. Come on, get in there. Get in there. This is your enemy right here. This thing grabs and holds, takes so much room to get it out. Here's your inside, not a whole lot. The plug, electric plug that plugs in here, actually protrudes out about an inch. So you have that that's going to actually come out, and it's going to hinder your lip right here. So that's, you're going to fight with this, you're going to fight with this, getting it out. Okay, so that's what this is. So as you're taking it apart, you know what you're actually looking at. But this comes right off, and take this out the top after those hoses are released. This is, like I say, it's got the three 10mm nuts, bolts, and the rest of these are 7s or 8s. But they're smaller. They came out. This one snapped, so oh well, not gonna worry about it. But those come out. So all I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna clean this up, get this old RTV off of here, get some fresh stuff on there, and go clean my my bottom there, the base where the trans is. Gonna go clean that up, and we'll get that all done. So back shortly. So now the entire pan here, nice and clean, oil free. Cleaned all the RTV off the seams, or off the edges. I'm using ultra gray gasket maker. What's up, buddy? Okay, we're gonna let that sit. While that's sitting for a while, now it's time to go install the new part. All right, so now that the whole area here is cleaned up where the gasket's gonna go, I'm gonna take this out just because we know what it does. All right. There's a gasket that's already in there. It did not come with this, so we're just going to reuse it. Okay. There she goes. It just pops right in. Get her lined up. And let me get the screws in. Okay, so these are the 25s. These are torqued down up here. This is a 7. It's up in there. Okay, that's the regular bolt. This is the one that holds the spring steel with the roller on it. I did find that I had to apply a little pressure on the spring to get it down, see how to move it down in order to get that to actually line up. Okay, so it's going to fight with you a little bit, but that's correct. Okay, all right, let me tighten her down. So I've got this piece on, snugged up, ready to go. Don't forget, put your connector back together. I'm going to re-clean that seal. What I did notice is there's a pool of, you'll see it right there, there's a pool of transmission fluid just waiting at the edge, and you don't want it to drip down like that, because then it's not going to seal when your RTV or your actual gasket material comes in here. So you see how this is doing it? This keeps bleeding on me. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and just keep kind of pulling some of that out of here so it doesn't sneak over the edge on me. Alright, so that's a concern as well. Okay, let me turn this off. Now it's time to reinstall the pan, the first cover. Okay, like I said, there's your RTV. It's on the edge. There's nothing in the way. I peeled everything back. I gotta be conscious of this because that was holding me up before. Stick my fingers in the center hole. Coming in. Still not touching anything. Okay, coming in. That's what I want. Look at that. Nice delivery. Okay. And in. Okay. No RTV touched anywhere. Nice landing. Beautiful landing. First time in. Okay. So you've got 3 of these. It's one stud with the nut in the middle. Okay. They're number 10 metric. Do. Sure, why wouldn't that? I was going down there anyway. Okay. And these are the ones that go around it. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And these are 8 metric. Got one that I kind of wounded the corners on. So I'm going to put that on top so it's easier for the next guy. Because that next guy is always me. So we're just going to place these in all the way around. Why is this one different? Why are you different? We'll come over here and go into a new hole. Oh, that's the one I snapped off. Yeah. So that's already pre-filled, pre-torqued. Okay, go down to this next one. I'm not one for air ratchets, putting them back in. I like the feel of the nut going all the way in so it doesn't get stripped out. Snugly there. I'm using a 6-inch extension. And I'm also dropping shit on the floor. I can pick everything else I dropped here too. Yeah. I remember you. Get a radiator hose locking this one. Okay, done. I can still reach that one from up here. Well, it's in. Let me take the others downstairs. Grab these. Move everything down here. There's some more. Okay. Okay, now that all the bolts are in, I'm going to go around and snug them all up. And I'm going to torque them down. It's supposed to be 9 foot-pounds, so that's going to convert. I'm going to do it with a 1/4-inch drive, inch-pound. It's just less bulky in there. So it's going to be 108 inch-pounds. That's what I'm going to torque them all down to. So let me get that done. Okay, so let's see. All right, so I'm torqued in all the way around. That part's done. Now comes this felt cover. This should just like slide all the way down with no problem at all. So we're going to go over our filler tube right here. Help it down. Hang up on the wire there, and there. One hand, felt cover is on, a piece of cake. So, let's do this here. I want to show you what comes off of this thing here. So it's these little washers, these little walk washers Okay, they push on and they're a pain in the ass to come off. Well, one survived, the other two are gone, so I'm not going to use these anymore. So I'm going to use the regular old washer and the nut. That's a standard, but hey, I'll work that out. That's just going to keep that cover on. That's all that's going to do it. All right, so let me not drop the tools. Let me remove some of the tools I don't need anymore, and I'll be right back. Now that that part's done, we just reverse our process. We're going to put these transmission lines back in. Okay. It's a 19. And make sure I don't cross thread them. Come on. Engineers, man, they just is it really that much important? Come on. Hand out there, come on. Okay, that's gonna be one. And here's number two. Nice and clean. Two in here. Push down. I want to tighten this one down because I can't get to it once the first one's in. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, that's painful. Anyway, these hoses are in, they're tight. Like I said, it's a size 19. Okay, go put this plastic clip back on to keep them separated. Come on. There we go. Come on. You want it. You want it. There you go. There we go. Beautiful. Almost like you were meant to be there. Okay. So we're going to bring our connector down. I had to pull it up and get it out of the way. Come on. Okay. She's in place there. That's in place there. Got another connector that I kept hiding over here. This one. Okay. Keep that out here. Okay. come up on this side. You guys meet. Come on. I think you're on this side. Yeah, you're down here. Okay. This connector here has a plastic nipple that sticks out. It goes into the side of the hole where the filler tube is. It just keeps it from bouncing around like that. It just tabs it like that right here. Okay, the connectors are in. We're tight. Everything up here is good. I'll pull my light out. Light died anyway.
How you doing?
Doing good. Now I'm going to go down.
Oh my God, you're doing a video.
I am.
Is it on?
It is on.
Crap.
Yep, and you're on it. Smile. Okay, so now I'm going to go underneath. Okay, so you're down looking up. So I'm on my back. There's a bracket here, and there's the bolt. Okay, so that's a 10. And this 10 actually clips on right here, clips on the side, and bolts on. Okay, so we're going to put that on now. And then I gotta get my nuts on these two here, and that's a lot of parts down here, so that should conclude being down here. So back soon. Now we're at the basic parts that had to come out in the first place. Like I said in the beginning, the other video said to go, these two pans go down, and that was actually more of a pain in the ass because of this tube. It was a lot easier to take this box out, pull these tubes out, and then bolt the pan and the felt came up easier. So now this is where everything's going back in. This is the easy part here. They could have made anything more bulkier. Pain in the ass. Okay, there she sits. There she sits. That's not a 10. Yeah, it is a 10. Man. Snug. Tools out. No tools left behind. I got a hose here, a hose here. That's it. Okay. So then, Mr. Filter goes back in here. One way. Mr. Filter. Okay. This obnoxious thing here. Mr. Hose. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yay me. Okay. Line everybody up. So thank you for watching. I hope this helped you. Not to say that the other guy in the other video was not doing it right. Maybe his vehicle required you to go that direction. I'm just saying that Durangos are, not Durangos, but the Journeys. This one here has been a real joy to work with. First, I can't find a motor manual for it. Snug. Snug 2. Snug 3. And snug 4. First and last. So now I just got to check the transmission fluid once I get her off the ramps, and we'll take her for a run. So again, thank you for watching. I hope this helped, and see me on my next one.